So how to reduce your monthly payment by 20% and how to shave off 10 years from the life of your loan. Folks, this is not a hack or a legal tactic or a clickbait. This is actually a real technique that a lot of banks don't want you to know. And the best part of this technique, folks, is that you can do this over and over again every few years. And I'll show you how, step by step. By the way, if you like this type of content, please click a like and subscribe button. Show some love for your boy, AK. Thank you. The best part with this technique, folks, is that there's no credit check, okay? There's no W-2 forms, there's no income statements, there's no refinancing involved, there's no closing cost. If you stick around till the end, I'm gonna give you a bonus tip which will shave off another $20,000 from the life of your loan. So if that's what you're here for, stick around to learn more. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Konnichiwa, ni hao, salam, namaste, kef halik to all my friends all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us at Entrepreneur Extraordinary. I'm your host, AK. So let's get into it, folks. So this technique is called mortgage recasting, okay? Recasting, you can write it down. A lot of bankers may not know this, but now you know. So what is recasting? Recasting in simple words is just assessing your monthly payments based on the current amount of principal or remaining balance of your loan. Again, I repeat, the bank is reassessing your monthly payment based on the current principal amount, the current remaining balance, not what you bought the house for 10 years ago, okay? But let's use an example to see how it's done, okay? Let's say you have a loan of $200,000 that you acquired a few years ago. You have a $200,000 loan and your monthly payment is $1,023, right? Now, over the years, you paid off the loan, let's say, for example, $40,000 more, right? So your principal is down $40,000. And now it's $160,000, but your payment is still $1,023. And that's where the craziness starts, folks. Why is your payment $1,023 when your loan is now $160,000? Till the life of your loan, you'll be paying $1,023. And that's where the insanity is, folks. You should not have to do that. So here's how you take care of that, folks. You call your bank and you tell them, I want to recast my loan. And if they don't know what that is, you can educate them and tell them, I want to reassess my monthly payment based on my current principal. They will send you an application. They'll charge you $100 fees for that. You fill that application, send it back to them. Now, if you want, you can put down another extra $1,000 or $2,000, again, towards your principal. They like that sometimes, okay? So do that. Once you do that, they'll send you a new payment schedule, okay? Starting next month, Mr. AK, your payment will be $843. Wow, what a difference, right? If you subtract $843 from $1,023, I think roughly you end up with $180 or $90 a month, right? So now your payment is reduced by 18-19%, rounded off to 20%, which is what I said, depending on how much loan you have paid off. So now you reduce your monthly payment without paying any closing costs. Now you have $180 coming back in your pocket. But here's the best part. We don't stop there, folks. We never stop there, okay? We keep going. After a few years, your loan goes to, let's say the principal goes down to $150,000. You call them again, and they'll drop your payment to maybe, I don't know, $700. Then so on and so forth, folks. You keep doing this as long as you want all day long. This technique is beautiful, folks, and I hope you can see the power of this technique, okay? Now you have $180 in your possession. What do you do with this, folks? There's two ways you can spend that money. Number one is that you can apply that back towards your principal. And we're going to walk you through that exercise so you can see how if you apply the same payment back to your new principal, your new monthly payment, okay, what happens to your loan, folks? Let's say you put down $5, only $5 back towards your principal every month. So let's say you applied only $5 per month to your payments. You're shaving off at least 3-4 months from your overall 30-year loan, folks. And not only that, you're saving another $1,000 from interest, right? Now let's say you put down $50 a month. You're saving $12,000 over the life of the loan. But not only that, look how many years you're saving from the life of the loan. It gets even better, folks. Let's say you put down $180 towards the principal every single month. Watch what happens now. Now you're shaving off almost 9 years from the life of the loan and $32,000 in interest. That's huge saving that I just saved you, folks, by using this simple technique called recasting in this example. Now, let's say you put down $200. Let's say I put an extra $20 towards that principal payment. What happens to your loan now? Folks, you have effectively shaved off almost 10 years from your loan. You pay off your loan in 20 years instead of 30. And that's huge. And look how much money you save in interest. This is huge, folks. This is a lot of money. This is someone's annual salary. And oh, by the way, here's a tip for you guys, investor tip. whenever you make an additional payment on your principal, make sure you call the bank and let them know, please apply this extra check towards my principal. And then go back and online check after a few days or a week to make sure that it shows up in your account towards their principal. Now, option number 2 you can do with this $180 that you're saving, which is a few $1,000s a year. You wait a few years, this $2,000 becomes $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, right? Now you have money for a down payment to buy a condo. Folks, in many places in the US, you can buy a condo for $100,000, put 10% down, $10,000, voila, you're a landlord now. And this is no joke, folks. I've done this technique myself. So find a good deal on a condo or something, pay down that extra money you're saving. Don't put it towards your house yet, which I'm going to show you how to do it later. You bought a condo, you can rent it now for a positive cash flow for $300, folks. At least $300, because the rents are so high right now, folks. Let's say you have minimum $300 coming from this new investment, right? Guess what you can do with this $300? You can put this $300 back towards your own primary residence principal. Folks, this technique is so powerful. It's so powerful. I recast my loan at least 5 times in my first residence, and I paid off my house faster than all of my friends who grew up in the same batch as I did. And then I kept buying investment properties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Once you buy 5 or 6, folks, 8 and 9 becomes easier. 10 becomes easier. Once you have 10, 12 becomes easier. Then you go to 24 like myself. So, but you have to start somewhere. With a little bit of knowledge, folks, a little bit of knowledge, you can gain so much wealth, so much wealth. If you listen to what I'm saying, you can immensely benefit from it and hopefully become very, very wealthy. So for those of you who stick around till the end, I promise you something, folks. I promise you something. I will teach you another technique, which is very, very simple, folks, which I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but most banks don't tell you this. If you have a loan, okay, if you have a loan, let's say $200,000, you take that loan, you're making monthly payments every month. Folks, what happens is when you're making a monthly payment every single month, you're accruing interest, okay? You're paying a lot of interest. For example, in this $1,023 for $200,000 loan, you're paying $530 towards interest only. 65% of your payment is going towards interest only, okay? Only $292 is going towards principal. And that's the problem, right? Because the interest accruing every month, every year. So to offset that, here's what you can do. You can call the bank and tell them that, AK, I told you so. I'm just joking, but you know what I mean. You can call them and tell them, look, I want to pay bi-monthly, okay? I want to pay bi-monthly. And they have a program for that. Sometimes they have a direct withdrawal or ACH withdrawal, they call it. And by doing that, you will shave off, in this example, almost $18,000, up to $18,000 from the total amount of the loan you're paying off. And that's very powerful, folks. And off you go, folks. So this is a beautiful, wonderful technique that I've also used in many of my properties, folks. I always go for bi-monthly payments. I write checks every 2 weeks. I get checks every 2 weeks as well, So I hope you can see the power in these techniques, folks. I hope you try them. And if I've confused you in any way, please drop a comment. I'll be happy to get back to you and explain to you again how recasting works or how bi-monthly payments work. With that, I want to thank you guys. I also want to offer you something, guys. If this is a tax season right now, and it's not what you make, it's what you keep, folks. And so if you want to do that, I have a tax service. You go to entrepreneurextraordinaire.com/tax-consulting, and we'll be happy to help you with your tax needs. If you want to reach me for any questions or collaborations or sponsorship or anything of that sort, you can always write to me, folks, at customerservice@entrepreneurextraordinaire.com, and I'll be happy to answer you. A lot of people have reached out to me already, so I want to thank you for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this content. Thanks for your support on the channel. We're almost 4,600 subscribers now. Without you, I would not be able to do it. With that, I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye now.